Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Students, today I'm here to walk you through three powerful stories. Stories that are shaping the future of India and the world. Okay, so today we'll talk about a historic milestone, the first ever batch of women graduating from India's National Defense Academy. What this means for gender equality and leadership in the armed forces. And then we have a big international issue, Iran enriching uranium to dangerous levels, and how the IAEA, the global nuclear watchdog, keeps the world safe. Okay, so let's dive in. Imagine, students, you are standing under the bright sun on a wide open ground surrounded by cadets in uniform. Everyone's eyes are on 17 young women marching proudly alongside over 300 men. And these women are not just cadets, students, they are history makers. Why? Because the first time, for the first time, women have graduated from National Defense Academy, Khadakwasla, Pune. Okay, it's in Pune, Maharashtra. And let's understand why this is such a big deal. See, NDA, it is India's most prestigious training academy for the armed forces. All right, and since 1954, 1954, it had only male cadets. Women are Women were allowed to join the armed forces later, but not through NDA. Okay, they had different paths, but often with fewer opportunities. But this whole scenario changed in the year 2021 when the Supreme Court of India said women must be allowed to sit for the NTA entrance exam because equal opportunity is what? It's a constitutional right. Okay? And a year later, 17 brave young women, they entered the NDA knowing they were the first. They faced tough military training, long hours, drills, academics, and physical tests, just like the men. Okay? And as you can see, their happy and proud faces over here in the picture, right? So, in May 2025, this year, they passed out, graduating with pride. One cadet stood out, Shruti Daksh. She made history by winning the silver medal and the Chief of Air Staff trophy for topping the BA stream. And she showed the leadership and excellence, uh, that excellence and leadership have no gender. So they ended the ceremony by performing 10 ceremonial push ups in front of the Sudan building, which is the heart of NDA. And this act wasn't just about fitness, it was a message of strength, courage, and equality. Now, students, here's the exciting part. What does this mean for the future? Okay. Could we have a woman as the army chief one day? So let's just look at the journey so far of women in armed forces. All right, especially in army. Now, students, back in 1888, okay, in 1888, British established the military nursing service, opening up military work to women. Okay, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि फर्स्ट टाइम इंडक्शन हुआ है. Women were included, women were inducted, but in military nursing service. All right. And then in 1958, Indian women doctors could join the Army Medical Corps. Okay. But students, for these are what? These are for only medical field. But for the non-medical roles, it wasn't until 1992 that women could become short service commission officers in limited areas, जैसे education हो गया, okay, एंड इंटेलिजेंस हो गया, सिग्नल्स हो गया, कॉप्स ऑफ इंजीनियर्स। तो यहाँ पे शॉर्ट सर्विस हो रहा था, मतलब शॉर्ट सर्विस आफ्टर 10+4 years दे हैव टू टेक रिटायरमेंट। 10+4 years उनके बाद उनका रिटायरमेंट हो जाता है, शॉर्ट सर्विस। ओके, सो दे स्टिल दे couldn't get the permanent commission, PC, उनको permanent commission नहीं मिलता था, which allows you to serve full time for decades and hold command roles. So the kind that actually helps you rise to the top. ओके, शॉर्ट सर्विस कमीशन ऑफिसर के बाद तो लिमिटेड टाइम है, उसके बाद रिटायरमेंट हो जाता है, लेकिन परमानेंट कमीशन ऑफिसर्स के पास अपॉर्चुनिटी होती है कि वो हायर कमांड रोल्स को भी सिक्योर कर सके। सो इन 2020 Supreme Court said that this had to change, and women could not be denied command roles just because of gender. Okay, so that's a very powerful judgment. And that same year, the court said NDA must admit women, and that led to the batch we just talked about. Okay, so what's next? Well, students, right now, NDA gives a chance to start early, train hard, and build a long career all the way to the top. That means in 30 to 40 years, will one of the women who graduated last week could become the chief of the army, navy, or even air force. है ना? But students, you know, it's not just about training. It is also about culture. See, many combat roles मतलब जैसे इन्फेंट्री हो गया, जहाँ पे फ्रंट पे रहना होता है, ओके, बॉर्डर पे रहना होता है, फ्रंट पे अगर कोई वॉर हो जाता है तो इन्फेंट्री का रोल बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। सिमिलरली इन एयरफोर्स फॉर द कॉम्बैट रोल वी हैव फाइटर स्क्वाड्रंस, and infantry and fighter squadrons, they are still very new for women in India, and some are still off limits. And students, that needs to change for leadership opportunities to truly grow. Okay, so the forces also need better support systems like childcare, maternity leave, family friendly policies, and even equal evaluation systems. But the good news is that the journey has begun. And these 17 women, they are trailblazers. And more are following. See, NDA has admitted 126 women cadets till now. अभी तक 126 cadets को admit कर चुके हैं. Okay, so next time you see a parade, keep an eye. Okay, keep an eye on that. One of those women could actually be our future of chief of defense staff, है ना? हो सकता है, क्यों नहीं? There's a possibility. All right, students. Now let's switch gears and talk about a global stage issue. We're going to talk about a country called Iran. Where is Iran located? Of course, in Middle East, right? Recently, it made headlines because of something serious. Okay, so what is the news? That it's enriching uranium to a very high levels, and the world is worried. Okay, enriching uranium. Now, this much I hope you know that uranium is used for production of nuclear energy, right? So, uranium is what? Uranium is a natural element. Okay, it's a natural element. Element जैसे जैसे ऑक्सीजन हो गया, हाइड्रोजन हो गया, तो वैसे ही यूरेनियम क्या है? इट्स अ एलिमेंट, इट्स अ नेचुरल एलिमेंट, एंड इट्स फाउंड इन द अर्थ. So it is used in nuclear power plants to generate what? To generate electricity. But it also has another use. It's also used to make nuclear weapons if it is enriched to a high level. हाई लेवल पे अगर उसको एनरीच किया गया, अब इसका मतलब क्या है एनरीच्ड? एनरीच टू हाई लेवल, सी एनरिचमेंट मीन्स increasing the amount of a type of uranium called U-235. इसके अमाउंट को इंक्रीज करना, ओके, U-235 के अमाउंट को इंक्रीज करना. सी नेचुरल यूरेनियम विच इज फाउंड इन अर्थ has only about 0.7% of U-235. And for nuclear power, you only need 3 to 5%. Okay? नेचुरल यूरेनियम में कितना U-235 होता है? सिर्फ इतना. ये यू यूरेनियम U-235 is important. Okay? This is used for generating electricity. ओके, तो जो नेचुरल यूरेनियम होता है ना, उसमें जो U-235 आइसोटोप है वो कितना प्रेजेंट है? 0.7%. और अगर हमें इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस करना है तो हमें कितना चाहिए होता है? वी नीड अराउंड 3 to 5%. Okay, for the amount of 3 to 5%, we can have electricity generated via nuclear energy. All right, students. But for nuclear weapons, अगर न्यूक्लियर वेपन बनाना है उसको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चाहिए तो 3 to 5% इज सफिशियंट. पर अगर न्यूक्लियर वेपन बनाना है तो वी नीड अराउंड 90%. Okay, and recently a UN agency called IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency, reported that Iran has increased its uranium enrichment to 60%, and that's dangerously close to weapon grade. ओके, तो अब ये वेपन ग्रेड के कितना क्लोज है? क्यों? क्योंकि 90% में तो वेपन ही बन जाता है और 60% तक उसने एनरिच कर लिया है. ओके, और ईरान इज सेइंग दैट इट इज फॉर पीसफुल पर्पस. बट इफ इट इज ओनली फॉर पीसफुल पर्पस, then why the enrichment up to 60%? But Iran is saying, although Iran is saying that it is only for purpose, peaceful matters, but many countries, they don't believe that. And three of them, especially Britain, France and Germany, are now warning that they might reimpose sanctions on Iran. ओके, क्योंकि क्या हुआ था कि ईरान पहले भी यूएस ने सैंक्शंस यूएस हैज इम्पोज सैंक्शंस ऑन ईरान. तो वैसे ही ब्रिटेन, फ्रांस और जर्मनी भी नाउ दे आर वार्निंग, दे आर सेइंग दैट दे विल रीइम्पोज सैंक्शंस ऑन ईरान. Okay, now students, here's an agency called IAEA. Okay, what this agency is? See, like I said earlier, uh, it stands for International Atomic Energy Agency, and it was created in the year 1957 and is based in Vienna. Okay, it is based in Vienna, Austria. Right? So the work of this agency, it's like to handle the global nuclear matters. So this agency is like the global nuclear watchdog. Okay, it inspects the nuclear facilities that are established all over the world. It also makes sure that countries are following the agreements with regard to nuclear energy, and also it ensures that nuclear energy is used only for peaceful purposes and not weapons. Otherwise it would lead to a catastrophe, right? So IAEA, this agency, it sends team of scientists and inspectors all around the world. And what they do? They use cameras, they use sensors, and even surprise visits to keep watch, okay, over the activities which countries are doing. So in Iran's case, this agency is watching closely, and it recently published a report saying that Iran has increased its uranium stockpile. ईरान ने अपना स्टॉकपाइल इंक्रीज कर दिया है एंड इज ईरान इज ऑल्सो एनरिचिंग अप टू 60% and it hasn't allowed full access to inspectors at times कि ये जो इंस्पेक्टर्स उनको फुल टाइम एक्सेस भी नहीं कभी कभी देता है. So this is actually making many countries nervous. And if Iran enriches to 90%, it could make a nuclear bomb. Okay. And that would, of course, raise tensions in the Middle East and all around the world. See, Middle East को आपको पता ही है कि वैसे ही वहाँ पे इतने ज़्यादा इश्यूज हैं. और ऊपर से अगर एक न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब स्टेट है वहाँ पर, सो ऑफ कोर्स इट्स गोना रेज टेंशंस इन द मिडल ईस्ट. और वहाँ के रिपरकशन बाकी एरियाज में भी हो सकता है. All right. So what happens next? See, if Iran crosses red lines, countries like US, UK, France, and Germany, they could bring back sanctions. And these sanctions मतलब क्या होता है, जैसे limits impose करना. Okay, it is a sort of like a punishment only. है ना. तो जैसे ईरान यूक्रेन एंड रशिया के बीच में जब वॉर स्टार्ट हुआ, सो many western countries they imposed sanctions on Russia. Okay, nobody was allowed to buy Russian oil, so that would have actually affected their economy. So in similar lines, if sanctions are imposed on Iran, this would definitely hurt Iran's economy. So here the diplomats, they will try to talk and they will try to negotiate, but the trust is quite low. And seeing all that, role of this agency becomes quite important. To keep monitoring, reporting, and hopefully helping the world stay safe. All right? तो अब देखते हैं कि आगे क्या होता है. All right, students. So that's all for today. Remember, students, we have covered 2 news articles. सबसे पहले तो how women in India, they are rising to the top. And then Iran का हमने enrichment, uranium enrichment, and why it is worrying the world. Right? Students, remember, whether, it's marching on the parade ground or measuring uranium levels in a lab, every action has a ripple effect. So you, as students and future leaders, can shape that world with knowledge, with curiosity, and with courage. Okay, so if you like this episode, students, share it with a friend and keep asking questions, because every question brings us closer to understanding the world. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay awesome.